हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू उड़ान एजुकेशन। सपनों को सच करें। टुडे वी विल डिस्कस द टॉपिक एक्सपोनेंशियल Fourier series. So first of all, we already know that this is the equation of a trigonometric Fourier series. Here fx equal to a naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity n cos nx plus bn sin nx. This is the trigonometric Fourier series. So in this equation, if we will take the limit, lower limit as n equal to 1 and upper limit as n equal to 2, so how this expression will be look like. This expression will be look like that a here it will be a naught plus n equal to 1. If for the first time n equal to 1, so it's a1 cos 1x, that is cos x, plus b1 sin x, and next the upper limit is 2, means the limit is going to be changed, and hence it will become a2 cos 2x plus b2 sin 2x. So we already know that cos nx is equal to e to the power inx plus e to the power minus inx divided by 2, and sin nx equal to e to the power inx minus e to the power minus inx divided by 2i. So if I put the value of this one in this equation, so how it will be look like? It will be look like fx equal to a naught plus a1 by 2 into, and here cos x. Cos x means what? N value is 1 here. So if we put n equal to 1, so it will become, the equation will become e to the power ix plus e to the power minus ix divided by 2. So that thing I have just written here. Similarly, if n equal to 1 in sin nx, then this equation will be e to the power ix minus e to the power minus ix divided by 2i. So this is b1 divided by 2i, and this whole expression. Right now if I put n equal to 2, so this equation will be 1 by 2 e to the power I 2x plus e to the power minus I 2x, and similarly for sine term it will become e to the power I 2x minus e to the power I 2x divided by 2i. So that whole thing I have just put in this equation. So we will say that this equation will be look like this one. So right now we have to solve this equation. So what I can do here, I just expand this equation. Means what? Here a naught is there plus a1 by 2 into this term I am going to multiply, and after that again this into this I am going to multiply. Similarly, this is the constant term, this into this I am going to multiply. Similarly, this into this. So I just expand this equation, and the equation will be look like this one. Right now from this equation, what I can do here, a1 by 2 e to the power ix means the positive term of e to the power ix, and here is also the positive term of e to the power ix. That whole thing, that whole I am just making a group here. So here a1 by 2 plus b1 divided by 2i. After that there will be e to the power ix, and here the negative term, that e to the power minus ix. Similarly, there is e to the power minus ix. So this term I am going to combine it, and then it will become a1 by 2 minus b1 divided by 2i whole multiplication e to the power ix. Similarly, here also I am taking the positive term of e to the power I2x, and here e to the power I2x. So I am just making it in a group, and it will become a2 by 2 plus b2 divided by 2i into e to the power I2x, and there is the negative term that will become in one group. So I have just rearranged this equation. Right now minus here it's divided by 2i, I is in denominator. If I just put this I in a numerator, so this will become a minus sign. So that thing I have do in the next step. Means here a1 means 1 by 2 I am taking a common term, so that is just right, I have written at the beginning of the bracket, and after that it will become a1, and here minus y, because this I have to place in a numerator, hence it will become a negative sign here. Similarly, this is in denominator. If I place in a numerator, then this there will be a negative sign, so negative negative will make here a positive. So in this way I have just rearranged the equation here. So we can say that our equation will be look like this one. Right now, if I am going to take the coefficient here, so a naught I am taking as c naught. Similarly, this one 1 by 2 into a1 minus I into b1, this whole thing if I am taking as c1, so c1 into e to the power ix. Similarly, this whole thing if I am taking as c minus 1, then this 1 c minus 1 into e to the power minus ix, means what, I am taking the coefficients here, that is c1 will be this, c minus 1 will be this, c2 is this one, and c minus 2 is this one. So what I can say that means our equation will be look like this way. So finally I have to solve this equation. So what I will do, I am just rearranging this equation in terms of a summation. Means what, look here, the coefficient value is 1, means positive value is there, negative value as well. Similarly, the positive value is 2 and minus 2 is also there. So we can say that if I am taking summation sign, so our sum means for that expression means I am taking lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 2. But what is going to be happen if I am taking lower limit as minus infinity and upper limit as plus infinity? So our expression will be look like this one, that is fx is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity cn into e to the power inx. Right now I have to solve for cn, means solve this coefficient value. So how I am going to do that one, means I am just integrating both sides with, if I am going to integrating both sides, and 0 to t is here, t is the time period of a signal. So I can say that I am putting the value from 0 to t, so means one time period I am taking. So after that if I am going to integrate here, so look here, first of all what I do means here fx is there, so I am going to multiply here with e to the power minus inx in both LHS and RHS. So if I am going to do that one, then this expression will be look like this one. But here if I am going to multiply with e to the power minus inx, then there is already present e to the power inx, so that will become e to the power inx minus e to the power inx, that will become cancel, and here we are getting e to the power 0, that will makes 1. So cn will be there. So if I am just differentiating it, then I am going to get here t into cn. And finally if I am just doing a cross multiplication, because I have to find cn, then the expression will be look like this one, means this is the equation to solve for cn. So we can say that our complex exponential Fourier series will be this one, and from this we have to find this coefficient value, which is known as a complex Fourier coefficient, and for that my equation will be 1 by t integration 0 to t fx e to the power inx dx. Okay, and here t I am going to say that it's a time period. Here 0 to t denotes the integral over one time period, and 0 to t it's I am going to say that it is for one time period. So maybe if I am taking the integral this also minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, because if this thing I am going to do, then this is also makes one time period. So that's all from today's topic. Thank you.